Hi everyone, my name is Deja Tillman. Today is March 21st, 2020. This is my lab 4 that I just completed, which is getting to know your microscope also and learning how to prepare slides and how to make wet mount slides. So I have my microscope right here in front of me. This amazing thing that I feel like that is a little bit challenging is when I'm looking in through the scope, the most challenging thing to me that I realize is trying to get the focus of all the different slides that I was provided. It took me a while to actually figure out which turning knob was okay for the slides when trying to view the slides. So adjusting the coarseness and fineness was a difficult. I just have to pay attention to, what to see. It was really cool to have to label the parts of the microscope and getting to know the microscope before doing anything. So figure out the field of view was a little bit challenging at first with the magnifications and just making sure you know the diameter and the field of view. But later on, I see that it comes into play when you're trying to figure out how far apart your specimens might be on the slide. So I'm going to kind of give a rundown of my opinions on each of the prepared slides that I saw. So first I have is the amoeba slide. This is the first one that I did. I feel like the amoeba was slightly challenging to see. It was cool to look at. I'm not sure if it's because it's so light and colored. It was more difficult to see. And you literally have to play with the microscope to make sure that you can fully see it. My second and favorite slide that I had to observe is the penicillium with Canadium. This one was my favorite. Color is turquoise, so it really lit up the screen when I oiled it, put the oil over it, so it really zoomed it in and emerged it. But it really brightens up the image and makes it way clearer, like it's though you're looking at things in HD. And I just thought it was so beautiful, and it totally kind of changed my perspective on how you can view things underneath the microscope. So the third one that I did was the yeast mount. And I felt this one was kind of challenging as well. I'm not sure if it was just because the amoeba was more hard to see when you first zoom out, but I went the technique of using the lower emergent lens, and then I went to medium to high, and I feel like that helps adjusting the fineness every time when you're observing the slide, so you can really see and observe the slide. I pretty much took my time when seeing the ridges of the slide and trying to get the exact area of the specimen. The next one that I had is the Bacterium spurium. This one I felt like it was so hard to see, and I definitely understand why you need oil immersion because it really just brightens up the picture of what you're looking at. So, just even like high power to emergent made such a difference because it really allowed me to see what I was actually looking at. The next one that I did was the bacillus one. And I felt like this one was pretty cool too. It was pretty amazing to look at. It was my second favorite in comparison to the Canidia. It looks like little things of confetti. And what's really interesting is that obviously you can learn about the different shapes and sizes of we expect it to look like. And it's one thing to see it in a book, and it's another thing to see it in firsthand. Especially when you're able to focus on the different magnifications of each slide. And the last one was the coccyx. The coccyx. It just looked like little balls to me. It was interesting that I can see the little distinct apart from each other. And then I have my dental slide, which I'm actually surprised I didn't get more specimen on the dental supply. So I'm assuming my teeth are okay. And then I have my cheek one here as well, which surprisingly was really clear as well, but I did see this specimen. This exam was super eye-opening in terms on how to use prepare slides, how to use oil immersion properly, and how to collect your own information or specimen slide and put it on a wet mount. I'm super excited because I feel like I can share this with my family and we can just collect different things such as like plants and use this microscope. So I'm super excited to just share with my family things and microscope, zone. I really do appreciate this course, and I'm learning so much from these little different particles, such as, for an example, I pulled off a piece of my hair, put it underneath the slide, and you can actually see the split ends in great detail. But anyways, that concludes my experiment, my resulted video for week 4, lab 4, and thank you guys for watching. God bless.